Can you actually make a bunch of money utilizing AI generated faceless content? Bit of a case study for you guys today. So, I've been secretly doing a side project behind the scenes because I kept seeing it all over my feed, seeing a lot of people in my industry talking about, these new tools and this new tool around how you can create AI generated faceless content. You can generate millions of views and thousands of leads, and it's going to be super easy to create content. Now, I will pull up analytics, statistics, and this is going to be a real, raw, transparent piece of content. Okay. I honestly went into it kind of already expecting these types of results, especially with my industry, the space that I'm in. And to give you guys context, I do think this type of content can perform in the make money online space if you don't have as strict ethics or morals as I do. And what I mean by that is I'm not willing to go out and create content about creating, quick PayPal money or this quick cash grab business opportunity that I'm not doing anything with, but it sounds good on paper and it works good for views. I mean, look at the state of YouTube. That's the majority of content that performs really well in the make money online space. Hey, this is how you make $75 in the next 2 hours with PayPal. And it's we know you're not actually using that strategy. We know you're not actually making money with that process. It just sounds good, right? So to give you context, I do think if you are in the online business space, if you are creating content like that, it probably could perform. But me, I'm not willing to create content like that because I think it's unethical. I think it's slimy. I think it's, creating content that sounds good on paper to bait and switch them into buying shit that you're not really doing, which is, it's not uncommon in the online business building space. It was very popular to create remote job content and, make $600 an hour with your voice and, all these really overhyped marketing angles for the online business stuff. Even though the creators aren't doing anything with that, the intention is to bait and switch you into buying a product that is completely unrelated to the side hustles they're talking about. So, long-winded, if you guys do the side hustle, quick PayPal money type content, then you could probably use AI generated faceless content. But, or if you're outside of the space, I do think there's industries that it could work really well in. It could work in potentially, stories, kids books, etc., all that type of stuff. I've seen it work really well in theme channels or story type channels. But I do think if you're trying to build an online business in the helping people learn how to build online businesses space, you're probably better off not utilizing fully AI generated content. And the part that I have, the thing that I don't like about this is you have so many people talking about the real power of this AI generated faceless brands and content, and then the ones that are actually having success and really pushing these products hard all have personal brands. They very rarely create or use AI generated faceless content. 99% of their content is their face, them talking, their stories, their actual processes, right? So it's just that lack of congruency in my opinion. But I'll stop rambling. I will pull up some stats. There probably will be able to run through this very quickly because, to give you guys full transparency, all of it fucking flopped. And I've been creating content for a very, very long time. I've posted thousands of pieces of content in my business. I've been posting content since 2021, actually before 2021, but that's kind of when I started taking video serious. I've posted a lot of content. So it wasn't like me coming into this as a brand new beginner, not knowing how to create content, not knowing how to structure content, and just throwing a bunch of spaghetti at the wall. I intentionally looked at hooks. I intentionally looked at hashtags, captions, descriptions, video topics, the whole shebang. And you're probably going to be pretty surprised by the number of views or followers or engagement that I actually got on the content that was AI generated and faceless. All in all, I posted around 180 pieces of content across social media, testing some of the same B-roll style content with different hooks, different content topics, and the vast majority of the content sat around 0 views. It had, some of them got 100 views, Looks like Instagram actually performed better than TikTok. I did distribute all of these pieces of content to Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, and 145 views, 142 views, 111, 112 views. So very inconsistent number of views. And I actually used a content topic that worked really well for my own personal social media. Every video that I posted on this angle actually got tens of thousands of views, which is the polar opposite of what is the standard for the faceless stuff, or just in general the make money online business space. It's exposing fake side hustle videos, which ruffles some feathers. So for Instagram, got 0 followers, 0 leads, 0 anything from Instagram. Now, full transparency, I did get 2 followers on TikTok, but if I'm being honest, both of these happened last night after I logged back in. And both of them are previous followers from my other social media, so I'm pretty sure this profile got recommended, right? It was like, hey, you might know this person, and they followed me. But when I was actually thinking about making this video, I had 0 followers and 3 likes. So again, very similar thing, right? 0 views, 41 views, 0 views, 115 views, 92 views, 112 views, 60 views, 91 views, 0 views, 99 views, 112. And like, you can see the common theme. The first 10 videos, 0 views. Picking up the patterns here, right? Now on to the old YouTube. Again, nothing. I think YouTube probably performed the worst out of any of the platforms. Almost every single piece of content got 0 views or less than 10 views total. Right? So yes, that is kind of where we're at with the content that was all AI generated faceless stuff. So B-roll style content, etc., etc. And don't get me wrong, I'm not making this video to like take shots at the AI generated faceless content, right? I do think there is merit in certain spaces or certain content styles, but I'm simply sharing my experience with posting it. Okay, I posted 180 pieces of content. If we're counting the 2 followers that I got on TikTok, that means I generated 2 followers across 3 different social media platforms. I essentially probably got less than 1,000 views total. We'll be generous. We'll say 5,000. Okay, we'll say 5,000 views total over the span of 30 days across 3 different social media channels for a lot of content. I spent hours researching content topics, crafting scripts for videos, captions, descriptions, hashtags, topics, etc. And of course, I could have done a more efficient job, or I could have spent more time on this if that was my main focus. But I genuinely wanted to test it out because I play in the online business building space and I see it all the time. I see a lot of bigger internet marketers. They're pushing products that they're not using because they're going to get paid, right? Or maybe they're an affiliate for a company that they're going to talk about even though they're not using it in their own business, right? And I can't ethically tell you guys to go use something or not to use something if I don't actually use it in my business. So I just put my own time and energy into testing it, and I created a bunch of content. And it's not a project that I will be continuing to do because I didn't get any results from it. I generated 0 leads. I set up and optimized multiple social media accounts. I posted a lot of content and I distributed it across multiple platforms, and it produced virtually nothing. Okay. Now I do potentially have speculations as to why the content didn't perform, and I will kind of talk about them. Some of them could be hypothetical, not real, I guess you could say. One would be because this content is getting produced from the same IP address that I already create content. A lot of social media platforms don't really like you to have multiple socials. So that could have hindered the performance of my content right out of the gate because I have my own personal social media channels. I have my other stuff, right? So the social media platforms could have been like, hey, this person is mass creating content, from the same IP address. So they might be doing something weird. Social media platforms don't really like it when you're, cross-pollinating content or whatever. So that could be a speculation. That could be a reason, right? Which then brings merits to the problem that a lot of these creators are talking about is like, just create a faceless channel, new social media, and you're gonna get all these views. Which then, if that's the problem, then you're gonna run into the same issue. You're gonna be stuck at 0 views, right? Secondly, is because I'm a dick. And not really, but it's because I'm not willing to bend my ethics or my morals to create content. This content probably could have performed very well if I was willing to create quick, instant money type driven content, right? That works really well at views, but it's just not something that I'm willing to do, even if my brand isn't attached to this social media channel, right? It's just not me. I'm not willing to do that, right? Because that's what kept me stuck for 3 years, chasing these quick PayPal money, done for you plug and play products that didn't take any work, or, constantly falling for marketing angles just like this. Like, hey, I can buy this software and get all these millions of views and it's going to be easy and I never have to create content. And then it doesn't work. And then I feel like it's broken. And then I hop around. And then I did that for 3 years, right? So the content probably could have performed a lot better if I was willing to include some hype or be more clickbait. But I'm not willing to do that because it's not me, right? So if you do have that personality trait, which is completely fine, right? Like, do your thing. We're all individuals and we're all humans. If that is your content style and your strategy, you could potentially probably do pretty well with faceless content. Or if you're in a different industry, right? If let's say you're in like the pet space, or you're creating a YouTube channel that's around a story with a bunny or something that isn't like make money, right? You also got to remember, like, especially in finance, in online business building, there has to be that deep level of trust because there's going to be a higher level of transactions, right? Like, the ultimate goal is for you to spend your money and buy my product. It's going to be very hard for me to accelerate that trust with AI generated faceless content. Let's just be real. And I also did forget that I did post all of these on a Facebook page that I created as well, which also all got 0 views and 0 followers. So that's actually 4 social media channels that I posted content on, which I completely forgot about. But nothing super profound from this video, but I just wanted to kind of give a raw, honest opinion on generating AI, faceless generated type of content, specifically in the personal branding, online business building, make money online space, and just give you guys real feedback around what happened to me, right? And I did it for 30 days. I posted 2 videos a day for 30 days across 4 different social media accounts and generated 2 followers total, which I'm pretty sure they just got recommended in my profile because I'm logged in on the same phone that my other TikTok is logged in on. Takeaway for me is, honestly, it would probably just be easier for most people to just kind of rip that Band-Aid off and do the content messy, put yourself out there, put yourself on camera, and just do it. And I know that sounds like so cliche, but there is no denying it that that's going to accelerate relationships faster than anything else. And especially, you also have to look at the more prominent that AI becomes, the more people that are utilizing these AI generated videos and all this type of stuff, people are going to start wanting the opposite. They're going to want that human connection. They're going to want that intimacy. They're going to want that one-to-one, right? And I didn't test any of like the AI stuff where you can like clone your face and do all that. I didn't do any of that. I did like the clickbait stuff that everybody's talking about right now. It's very popular in the market right now, right? Create AI generated B-roll content that generates millions of views and millions of leads. And that's my results from 30 days of doing it consistently. So take it how you will. Use it, don't use it. But I just wanted to like shoot an honest video of what my experience with using a very popular AI content creation tool was. And, that's it, right? Yes, and I'm not saying there's anything bad with this tool. I'm not even going to reference the tool that I used because I'm not negatively trying to shine light on any tools or anything like that. I understand that there's a lot of variables with content creation. I've been creating content for many, many years. It could have been my phone, could have been all sorts of things. But, being in this space and being full-time online since 2021, I do have a little bit of experience in this game, and I do understand how marketing and sales and actually building businesses work. So I do not think for my individual content style or what I help people or the types of messages that I want to be known for, this content strategy would work. So yeah. And I really wanted to, test it myself because, either it's too good to be true or, you know, hundreds and thousands of people are thinking they're going to make these faceless brands that generate $10,000 a month with, quick PayPal money or whatever. Then, I just gave it a whirl myself. So nothing super profound for you guys today, but just a video of me breaking down real, honest, raw, transparent, of me testing AI generated faceless content for 30 days. So you guys have a kick-ass week, and I will see you guys in the next video.